Yo, what's up guys? Today's video has a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and rumors. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about last night's game. I'm also going to be talking about some rumors about Lonzo Ball and just like a suggestion about the Bulls possibly trading for Cat. Also, later in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a quick player update and just talking about the Bulls' next few games and a bunch of news and rumors. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to post like every other day during this season. And then this off-season coming up, I'm going to be posting every day covering any news and rumors as well. Also, make sure you guys leave a like on today's video. It takes a second. It helps me out. And I just want to give a quick shout out and thank you to all you guys that always watch the channel and support me, especially if you guys watched my last video. And I just want to say thank you guys for everyone wishing me a happy birthday. You know, it means a lot. It was nice to get away for the weekend, but I'm going to be posting here all week long, keeping you guys updated. But yeah, let me just jump right into it, talking about last night's game. You know, the Chicago Bulls are finally the 8th seed, and I feel like the Bulls haven't been like in a playoff hunt in years. So it feels good, and I'm just happy with the Chicago Bulls, how they're playing. You know, this year they are fun to watch. You know, I'm going to be honest, last year I didn't watch every Bulls game like I have been this year. It was hard to watch the Bulls last year with Jim Boylen as head coach. I also love during all the games, you know, Stacey King always takes these little shots and jabs at Jim Boylen, how like he didn't use the correct players correctly, like how Thaddeus Young is really helping the Bulls this year, and like last year how Jim Boylen just made him a three-point shooter. It's just fun to watch, and I'm really happy and impressed with last night's game. You know, Thaddeus Young has been in the NBA for, I'm pretty sure, 13 seasons now, and he said the Bulls' third quarter last night was probably the best quarter he's ever had like played basketball with. Last night was just a complete game. The Bulls were supposed to win this game. The Rockets were missing a lot of players, and this is good. The Bulls have gotten better game by game. You know, Wendell played amazing last night. He had 18 and 13. LaVine had a nice 21, 6 and 5. He really didn't need to like carry us, so that's great to see. Coby White had a great double-double as well. I'm really liking what I see from like Patrick Williams and Wendell Carter Jr. at the 4 and 5 positions. I'm really just happy with the Chicago Bulls' growth and development this season. Definitely leave some comments about like last night's game below today's video. You know, the Bulls do play the Timberwolves tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about that later in today's video, and Cat, like I said. But this first topic that I want to talk about is some big news. I know a lot of Bulls fans, I know it's like kind of 50-50 split still, that some Bulls fans want to trade for Lonzo Ball or just wait for this offseason. And Shams recently went on 670 The Show, and you know, I'd say Shams and Woj is like two of the most reliable, trusted sources that covered the NBA. And he hasn't gotten the sense that the Bulls will trade Zach LaVine, so that's great to hear, but I'm not really talking about that. He also said the Pelicans and Nuggets are two teams that have shown trade interest in Zach LaVine in the past. You know, Casey Johnson and the Bulls have said like Zach LaVine is like one of the few untouchable players. I expect LaVine and Patrick Williams to be the only two untouchable players on this roster. I've said this many times, I don't see a point in trading LaVine. Hopefully later today he is like announced an all-star for his first time. I believe that's happening at 6 or 7 tonight, depending where you live. So hopefully Zach LaVine is announced an all-star. He should be, no matter what. He's putting up great numbers. But like I said, I love Zach LaVine. You know, he's been carrying the Bulls. I see absolutely like no reason to trade him, so that's just crazy talk. And Shams also said on the show that the Bulls value Thaddeus Young's leadership on the court and behind the scenes a lot. You know, I'm not sure if the Bulls are going to trade him a lot. There's been a lot of trade rumors surrounding Zach LaVine, Thaddeus Young. I saw some about Denzel, Valentine, Lauri, Markkanen. And that doesn't surprise me. The Bulls just pretty much overhauled their whole front office. So there's going to be a lot of trade rumors. I doubt any of them get traded. If any of them do, I could see Thaddeus Young getting traded at the trade deadline, but that's definitely up for debate. I'm not sure if we should trade him. You know, the Bulls have really been getting better this season, and they're fun to watch. Thaddeus Young has really been a big reason for that, especially with Zach LaVine carrying us, but I'm going to make a future video probably talking about the Bulls trade deadline plans and such. But the news that I want to talk about is the Chicago Bulls are more than likely not going to trade for Lonzo Ball. Shams also said this on the podcast, and he said the Bulls are probably going to ride out this season with Coby White at the point guard position, you know, allowing him to continue to learn the position and get better. I don't really see a point in trading assets for Lonzo Ball because he is a restricted free agent this offseason, and if the Bulls truly want him that bad, they're going to have to overpay for him no matter what. if they're trading for him at the trade deadline, which I doubt happens, and Shams does as well, or signing him in the restricted free agency, it's going to be a pain. The Bulls are going to have to overpay for him. This offseason coming up is really weak. There were supposed to be a lot of big names, but a lot of them are not declining their player options. A lot of them have signed extensions and such. So it's looking like this offseason is really just going to be filled with young talents that are probably going to get overpaid, like Lonzo Ball and possibly Lauri Markkanen. So the Bulls have a big decision to make if they want to trade for Lonzo at the trade deadline, get like a half-season preview and then possibly re-sign him this offseason, which I doubt happens. And I'm not for that because Coby White, everyone knew it was going to be a struggle with him at the point guard position. He is not quote-unquote a true point guard. Many Bulls fans and just NBA scouts have said. And I understand that, and I do believe he is more of a two-guard. Whenever Coby White's catching and shooting the ball, it's much better than him burning up the ball. He just doesn't look comfortable at times. He just loses the basketball, and he kind of over-dribbles at times. But either way, I am happy giving this whole season, giving Coby White a fair chance at the point guard position, because there has been some games where he's looked like a star. He's looked like the future point guard of the Bulls, and then other games, he's really struggled. But that's kind of what I expected, giving Coby White this. So definitely leave some comments about the Lonzo Ball trade rumors, because Sham said the Bulls are most likely just going to wait this offseason and try and sign him when he's a restricted free agent, because I don't see a really point in giving up assets for half a season for Lonzo Ball. The Bulls are already in the playoff hunt. They're looking competitive, fun to watch. I don't really see a point, so I'm happy that Shams put this out there and said this. I'd rather sign Lonzo in restricted free agency. It is going to be interesting what the Bulls are going to do with Lauri Markkanen. Also, leave some comments and questions below today's video about that. And right now, I'm going to be giving a quick player update. It hasn't changed much over the last couple of days. Otto Porter Jr., he has a back injury, and Lauri Markkanen hurt his shoulder. And they each have done a little more lately. Billy Donovan has said since I gave a last update in my last video. Definitely check out all my past videos if you guys missed them. There still remains no timetable for their returns. The Bulls definitely miss out on both of them. Billy Donovan also said he hopes they're back soon, but judging by his comments, it seems a little more likely that they'll be back after the All-Star break rather than before it, so that definitely hurts the Bulls. But either way, they have been playing pretty good, I'd say, without Otto and Lauri Markkanen. It's also an interesting debate if the Bulls are better without Markkanen, if they should trade him at the trade deadline or such. And the final topic I'm going to be talking about today is about the Minnesota Timberwolves. I believe yesterday or the other day, they fired their head coach. And the Timberwolves have really been struggling this season. They got the #1 overall pick in Anthony Edwards. They had Cat. They traded for D'Lo last season. Their future looked promising, but their head coach got fired. They recently hired a new one right after. That was a pretty quick firing and then hiring. And the Timberwolves have started this season 7-24. The Bulls play them tomorrow. The Bulls should beat them. The Timberwolves have really struggled, and it's looking like Cat might request a trade. I know he said that he's happy with Minnesota, but all star players say that and then get traded or request trades in the future. I mean, Cat's very talented. He's probably one of the best centers in the NBA. Him and Zach are friends. They played together in Minnesota. And the Bulls need another star. Zach LaVine needs some help. So I saw a lot of Bulls fans and reporters saying the Bulls should target Cat, because if the Bulls continue to play like this, they're going to attract stars. The Bulls are finally fun to watch. Cat's been playing amazing. He's been with the Timberwolves for pretty much 5 or 6 years now, and they just can't build around him. They haven't looked competitive. And the one season they did, or they had Jimmy Butler, and then he got traded to Philly or whatever, and then they fired Tibbs for God knows why. I'm just saying, I'm down to trade for Cat. Zach LaVine needs help. They're friends. He definitely help out the Bulls center position. He's 6'11". He can definitely play the center position. He's only 25 as well. I'm not saying we should do it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. The Bulls need to get Zach LaVine some star help soon, and I believe that will be coming. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about the Bulls possibly trading for Cat. Like I said, I saw a bunch of Bulls fans and Bulls reporters and just writers on Twitter suggesting this and just talking about that. Also, leave some comments about the Lonzo Ball rumors about the Bulls more than likely not trading for him and waiting till this offseason. I believe that is the right move, not wasting assets unless the Bulls don't re-sign Lauri Markkanen this offseason. They might as well try and get something for him. No matter what, this trade deadline is going to be interesting. Hopefully in a few hours or an hour or so by the time this video goes live, Zach LaVine is announced an All-Star. I might have another video out for that. Who knows? But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching and all the support on the channel recently. I'll probably have another video out, I'd say Thursday. Definitely stay tuned for that video as well. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.